Hello Scorpio, this is your reading for January 2018 and I've already pre-shuffled the decks and already laid them out for you so we can just jump right into the reading. I have thrown a number of other different types of cards for you, so this is a bonus reading. And so we have the Law of Attraction cards, you can see that, the Power of Love cards, your Animal Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. I did a 3-card message from your angels, and I also have your angel abundance message for you. So we will go ahead and get right into the reading with this, and right off of with your energy that is all over the cards at this point in time, you have the King of Cups and the Moon. So with the King of Cups, this deals with a lot of home-based activity. Can be a Cancerian person too, a male, or can be a female, depending on that. Very good business sense on this, but very also strong home ties tied to that. Good card all over, very tied to more of the emotional side and very giving. On the Moon, this is warning to be aware of people that could lie to you or any of that. So there's always a little aspect of some hidden activities, Scorpio. So do pay attention to that around you, whatever's going on at this point with the Moon. Even though it's a beautiful card and has a lot of mysticism with it, there's some underlying energies that have a hidden side. Hidden side can have addictions, etc. This card can talk about, though, things that are important to you, and you have to watch out for the deceptive side of things with this card. So do pay attention to people around you that may not be as truthful, but typically Scorpio can get to the bottom of things because they have a very strong piercing energy. As we move into your work sector and career sector, we have the Ace of Swords, and this is a thumbs up from the universe. So if you've been looking into different jobs, this is a very good thing. So, you know, in your work and career, someone is going to express an interest in the work that you do or have done. They could also express an interest in you also, so be aware of that. This is a good card because new beginnings are happening with the One. And as we move into the finances, expect tension-related financial affairs or money matters. Your income will be nominal and you will be sick and tired of hearing the check is in the mail. So do watch out for your finances at this time, but I do believe that you are in a new beginning. If you are looking for a different job or moving up in something, it's something that's giving you that thumbs up on that. Your next card is the Hangman, Scorpio, in your work sector. And with this one, you know, you will have repeat clients and have some financial increase in profit, but you'll be waiting for something to happen or turn up. Don't let fear, you know, that the work you've been doing has little or value, that you won't be able to sustain yourself in the future. That kind of fear base won't do well. You do have to pay attention to the fact on how you're feeling on some of these things so you don't manifest that. Financial problems could arise over someone who will stick you with the bill or try to take more than their share. This is somewhere you have to watch out with the Moon energy, but you will have enough to get by. Scorpio, on that work side, you know you've got good things coming, you do have money coming in, but you're really going to have to be very protective over all of that. In your friends and family sector with messages and news, you have the Two of Wands and the World card. With the Two of Wands in this sector, be aware that an idea, a new project or business venture will arrive, but it will be a questionable endeavor for any kind of news. With friends, it's also coming that someone will call with the pretext of business when in fact it's a personal interest. Pay attention to that because that Moon card's talking about those kinds of things. You could get a call or visit from a very ardent lover or admirer, so they may want to visit with you and they have other motives that doesn't have anything to do with business. So do pay attention to that, Scorpio. With the other energy in this news, family, friends, in this context, we have on what this card means is you're going to have some unpleasant communication regarding your finances, family, and health, and could also talk about the loss of a loved one or separation or divorce. So pay attention to that. With family, in-laws will be a burden and you won't want to deal with, or separation from a family will cause unhappiness if this is something that a Scorpio is going through. With friends, you know, you and a lover will not unite due to obstacles and adverse conditions. And if you give a friend an inch, he or she will take a mile, and you will make a call on a sick or needy friend and to one that will call on you. So be aware there's just a lot of energy out there that's a little mixed and kind of like that mulligan stew. You just don't know what you're going to be getting here. As we move into your challenges and themes with tests, we have the Two of Cups and the King of Wands. With the Two of Cups and your challenges area, you know, you could have problems with business associates and will have troubles in your encounters with them. In matters of the heart, you will fear that things are not going to come together or work out. You could be disappointed that you were unable to come together with another in a satisfactory or romantic way, so pay attention to that. But in the endings of that, you won't be able to look forward to things or plan ahead for the future with another. So you'll just have to go into a different frame of thought that, you know, you will inherit a new position in life and how you approach things. So pay attention to that things aren't moving. With your with your challenges, we have also the King of Wands, and you should be aware of that you're going to feel that you have no one to lean on for comfort and nowhere to turn for help and support. You could feel a little hurt or disappointed by a friend or loved one or a business associate that has lied to you or played you as false. Again, the moon energy hanging out. This is really overriding this this reading, Scorpio, so do pay attention to that, you know. But things that you are learning to understand that, you know, things, plans, promises, and unfoldments are not going to be realized at this time, but it's because you won't be really ready for that anyways. So you're going to have to ride out the storm in this, Scorpio. As we move into your relationship sector, we have the Justice card and the Four of Swords. With the Justice card and your relationship and romance sector, you could be looking at reviewing the quality of your love life or your relationships, and will realize that's exactly what you want, quality, not quantity. And so far it's been the other way around if you've been coupled. So for people in unions, one cycle is going to end and a new one is going to begin, and a tense situation will become more flexible in your relationships. The other card that we have with that is the Four of Swords. So in the romance area, and the meaning of this card is that you could be experiencing a feeling of being cut off or out of touch, but your determination to overcome negative conditions will win out. So you have to really work at this, Scorpio. And you will feel that your partner's not holding up his or her end, participating enough, or willing to sustain the relationship by applying effort towards maintaining it. So there's just a little bit of a battle of wills on this. I threw an extra card on some clarification, and we ended up with the Devil. So at some point, some of the Scorpios are feeling a little trapped inside a relationship, and that is only illusion at this time. We do have free will, and we can snap people out of this if you need to. So Scorpio, take heed on this, that you don't get into any kind of pity party with this. Take control of that. For the outcome, you have the Ace of Cups, and you definitely have some gifts coming to you through your this energy. It's a very positive card, some more new beginnings happening all over for your outcome. With the Ace of Cups on your outcome energy, you know, a heartfelt desire is going to be realized, and you will be very happy with the outcome of your affairs. So that ends on a happy note for you, Scorpio, that you're definitely coming into, you've got some troubles, and you're just going to have to really pay attention to what people are saying to you so you don't get into a situation where you get lied to. Know that that's that thing, because having this as overlying energy, that was all over your cards in any kind of deception. So pay very close attention to that, and you can work through this fairly rapidly if you need to. Depends on how you like to approach things. So with your spiritual messages, we have this card, and it's called Security. And this message says, I choose to feel secure and to work so that my bank account is full. Well, definitely you can do that, Scorpio. It's just working very hard, and most Scorpios are very balanced in that situation. They can really get in there and do very well in the financial department because they're very focused on that. Your next message is declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So that goes hand in hand with this message. And here what I'm looking at is that you get a little cluttered in thought at times, so do understand that we can't let that happen, and make sure that you are organized so that you can keep moving forward, because if certain things in your life are bothering you and you have a cluttered life, as in too much stuff around, there's nothing more that helps you stay more organized and on top of things is taking some stuff out, if you have that kind of control over that in your life. Your next message is compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So, express this kind of compassion, Scorpio, throughout your daily life, no matter what. Always put it in there, and take the time to look around at people that are less fortunate. And also, though, if you are able to be kind, say kind words, and share things, and loving from the heart at all times, and always being understanding, then you'll get through life a lot easier. Your animal totem card is Justice. Again, you've got the Justice card, so that's that balance and finding that. The Elephant, fair decisions will be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. And we just got done talking about compassion again, so it's double backing that again. And then with the both of them being in here, two Justice cards, it's finding that balance and being with a peace of mind and soul, and being very fair to others and not passing judgment upon others. Now for your spiritual message, your angel messages. Your first card is Queen of Water, and relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition and care for yourself and others. A very strong message of caring throughout this. So things are going to turn around in relationships in your work area and also in your personal area. Your next card is, your angel message is, events moving at a fast pace and delays are over. Many things happening at once. So it's looking like even in your work life, you've got a lot going on. So keep on top of things, also keeping that balance at all times. Your last card is Awakening, Archangel Gabriel. Looking at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So always take a look at somebody else in their shoes and pay attention to what others are going through, and see, if you can kind of come to an understanding on that. But you can also step back a little bit too from sometimes the circus a little bit and not get pulled into that. A lot of your cards in your reading, you're definitely doing okay in business, but you need to be aware of the deceptive behaviors of others and things moving on, so do pay attention to that. All in all, it's a good reading to know that you've got a heads up for the next this month of January, and you're moving through it swiftly, and it'll be nice to get into February as we start heading out of winter. and looking forward to that. And I will talk to you in February 2018. Thank you.